Some night.
Yep. So we are live now, ma'am.
Hey, we live.
We live, y'all. So let's see. Let me share it. Share it to no. Okay, share it to my page. Everybody should be able to see it now because I
Okay.
changed the settings. Um, I changed the settings or whatever, and made the whole StreamYard public.
I'm scared to hit the share button at the bottom of my screen because I don't want to mess up.
Hit it on your phone. No, because at the bottom of your screen is going to share your actual screen.
Oh no.
Hmm.
I don't even want to. Let me see if I can share it from my phone.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can do that.
okay. All right.
So we got us a person out here. Welcome, y'all. Come on in, y'all.
Oh, I said I'm glad I can't see who coming in. That's awesome for me.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome. Oh, I
Yeah.
said I'm
Uh-oh.
glad I can't see who coming in.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. So like I gotta put up for my cell phone so that I can see. Cause last time I couldn't see comments. I had to get it from my phone. I couldn't see it from StreamYard.
did you? Okay, because the
Mm-hmm.
live viewer comment show on StreamYard. This is an example.
Mm.
I see that to my right. I see private chat. Then I see comments.
I know, so it's just like I can't figure out. I haven't figured out how to actually make the comments come on the side so that we can see them.
Okay.
So I don't know, girl, but we're gonna rock and roll with what we got right now.
All
So
right. That's right.
welcome, people. Welcome. Okay. Oh, I got him, girl. I got him pulled up.
I see Miss Julie say, "Hey, ladies. Hey, Julie. Hey, girl.
Okay.
Hey."
Okay.
Come on, Danielle. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, so the comments are coming up. So yes, y'all make sure y'all comment and stuff. Um,
Hey, Pastor G.
come on, Miss Glenda. Let me see. Oh, look, I can show y'all comments too.
Come on, Danielle.
I'm getting fancy on
Come
y'all.
on here.
Yes.
Technical. She tech savvy. She tech savvy.
You know, look, I am getting fancy on here. Okay, I'm learning. Okay.
Leave that fancy to you. I'm gonna stay in my lane.
So if you do text in the side, I can bring them up now. So if you have a question by the end of the night or anything like that, text it on the side so that we can actually put it on screen. That way, people can see it too as well. So hey, hey Shaprika. Come on. Y'all, that's my friend right there. I like that picture, Brika. Come on.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, so is that Kiara? Am I pronouncing your name right? Does that sound about right? I am horrible with pronouncing people's names.
Well, it
Okay.
sound right to me. Hey, Miss Sharon. Hey, girl.
Hey, hey,
Hey.
hey. All right. So we are going to go ahead and get started. So again, every night when I do these, we're going to do the deep three deep breaths, okay? Because this is something that I really want you guys to leave with. And repetition is so important because that's how we really and truly remember something, by being able to do it over and over again. All right. So nonetheless, let's go ahead and get started with the deep breathing. So you can close your eyes. I know I close my eyes, and we're gonna let go of nervousness, of anything that we're scared of, or work, or anything like that. We are going to let it go. So take a deep breath in, breathe out. All right. Deep breath in, breathe out. All right. So this is the last one. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right. One for the Father, one for the Son, and one for the Holy Ghost. Okay. Like, let's go ahead. So I just want to give a disclaimer before we start. Again, this is not a these videos are for educational purposes. Okay, this does not take the place of a real live therapeutic relationship with you and a therapist. Although me and Rachel are licensed clinical social workers, we are therapists. We are not your therapist unless you're my client, unless you're her client. You see her face to face. Okay, we are not. However, my girl is accepting patients. Okay. So if you see something tonight and you know you're interested, all right, you can get we can get you linked up and all of that other kind of great stuff. So we are walking into this as a promotional for Miss Rachel too, because I'm excited. I'm put on the spot, y'all. She ain't know I was gonna say that, but sometimes you got to call the gift out of people, child. But that's all right. So again, this is Miss Rachel Swafford. I met her at Choices, and we have been close ever since. Okay, so here's her bio. This is how real she is. I was like, Rachel, send me a bio. She was just like, all right, what is it? This is her bio. Um, she's genuine. She ruled with integrity and humility and believed that I can do all things through Christ. That's her bio.
That's it.
Nothing else, straight to the point, okay? So I was just like, okay. But nonetheless, Rachel Swafford is a licensed clinical social worker. She is a board approved clinical supervisor as well. And she is the owner of Empowering You Social Work Services, LLC. So she is a woman that has many gifts, many talents. She is a blessing to the social work field and also the therapy field, as also as well as ministry as well too. The girl got a good word too, son, and she is short and sweet with the word too. So, but that is Miss Rachel Swafford. Again, I am Danielle Bailey. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and a board approved clinical supervisor. Okay. And I'm the owner of Freedom Therapy Center here in Alexandria. Rachel is the owner of Empowering You Social Work Services in Shreveport. However, she is accepting telehealth clients. So as long as you're in the state of Louisiana, we can see y'all. All right. So again, remember that come with pen, paper, open heart, open mind, and a willing spirit to heal and to grow from this. So tonight we will be talking about depression, and we're gonna go from there. So I'm gonna get Miss Rachel. She can go ahead and start.
Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. So y'all, I just first want to say that I'm honored, and per usual, per me, just I gotta be who I am. So my husband tells me that I'm the epitome of a Baptist. He says that you acknowledge every time you get up to do something. Right now it's on Facebook Live. So with that being said, I'm just gonna be who I am. So let me give all praise and reverence to God tonight for this event. I want to acknowledge the Facebook community for being here, for sharing the post, and then last but never least, my little sister, my friend, my colleague,
Yes.
Danielle Bailey. She know how to pump you up, and I appreciate her for this brainchild because mental health is very, very, very important. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity, and I am truly humble. So that being said, if y'all saw her post, she said that I'm her friend who stole her job. We're not gonna talk about that tonight. So if you want to know about that story, when me and her publish our book, I just put it in the atmosphere. When we publish our book, y'all can get the full story on that. All right. So just a little humor before we get started. Mental health is something that's very serious. Depression, it is a serious diagnosis, but we have to be able to laugh through some things. Okay. So let me give you my outline tonight. I'm gonna talk about depression, what it is. I want to bust up some myths about depression, and then I want to talk about some natural ways to cope. That is Sister Danielle's one, and I think that's the topic. So first of all, depression. Basic term for depression, because I promise you, I don't want to be clinical. I just want to be real so that people can understand. Okay. basic terms, depression is losing hope and interest in doing or pursuing things that you love. Okay? Losing hope and interest in doing or pursuing things that you love. Okay? And what does that look like? It could be failure to get out of bed, failure to brush your teeth, failure to take a shower, failure to comb your hair. It could be you staying away from social outings with your family and friends. And I want to stick a pin right there. Please note that depression, you can die two deaths with depression. You say, what are you talking about? You can die physically. That's the quickest way. You commit suicide. But you can also die an emotional death. What does that look like? Um, you suffer in silence. You go to work to avoid social outings, so you overcompensate. Um, you remain in bed. You don't eat or you overeat. You neglect your medical health. You fake a smile. For children, you might see them being a class clown. For adults, you might refer to them as the life of the party. But because most people who suffer with depression, they try to hide behind something. So they're trying to wear this mask, okay? So they might hide behind the job. They might hide behind material things. You might find them in multiple relationships because they're suffering again in silence. So the adult, I want to go back to the adults. You find people that are the life of the party. Please understand this about a person who's suffering with depression. A lot of times they're trying to fit in so that they don't stand out. Mm. Please make a mental note. They try to fit in so that they don't stand out. They don't want people to know that they're going through something. Okay? All right. I'm moving on to some myths. And when I say myth, it's basically an idea, but not a fact. And a lot of us believe myths. Okay? I'm guilty of it as well. So one of the myths I want to bust up tonight is that rich people or well-to-do people are happy. Mm-hmm. That's a lie, sis.
Yeah.
Some of the people with the most wealth are some of the people who are suffering in silence.
Right.
One of the examples is Robin Williams, comedian, actor. He took his own life. You typically won't find a depressed person that wakes up and just dies the physical death. That's what I'm saying. It's a physical. They don't just wake up. They had to get to that at some point. Right. They were suffering emotionally first. You say, really? Yes. Another myth is, well, let me go back. I'm sorry. So it's not just, I'm sorry. Depression touches every race, culture, and socioeconomic class. You can be rich, you can be poor, you can be middle class, but you can't suffer from and with depression. Somebody said case spade. Yeah. So that's another example of a person who had money but was unhappy. Okay. Yeah. Also, another myth is people say there's not a such thing as a functioning depressed person. Yes, it is. People get up every day. They get up, they dress up, and they go to jobs they hate.
Yes.
They hate their job, they hate their colleagues, and they hate their boss. They do not want to be there, but they go with a happy face because, as I said, they're hiding behind something that they're dealing with, and they want to mask it. They don't want you to see what they're going through. Again, they're suffering in silence. It's a dangerous thing, but we have people who do that, right? So they function well externally, and internally they're dying. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see.
I like the fact that you said that it's a dangerous thing.
It is.
I have never heard depression be described with danger. But it is a very much dangerous thing. I just really had to point that out, child. I wrote that down for myself. It's dangerous.
Come on here, baby. And so it is dangerous and it's real. And most times depression stems from stress, unaddressed stress. And it's an inability. Most people have an inability to express their emotions. So if I cannot express it, how can I cope and manage it? All right. Can I say it again, Danielle?
Yeah, come on.
If I can't express it, how can I cope and manage it? All right. So this leads me, there go that Baptist. This leads me to my clothes. I'm on the runway. So I want to talk about some ways to cope. Um, there's a therapy it's called dialectical behavior therapy. In lay terms, all that means is it's a principle about how to change the way you think about your situation. So one of the strategies is called radical acceptance. All that means is Danielle mentioned this, I think, in either bio or she talked about all that is it is what it is. Accepting things for what they are.
Right.
Tell y'all what I did. I went to the gym about 2 weeks ago. I already knew I was overweight. Went to the gym, got on the scale, and it confirmed you're overweight. I had to radically accept that. It is what it is. But what I also have to do as a way to cope is I have to change how I see myself in my situation. What do I mean by that? Well, I see where I am, but I have to have the capacity to see where I can be. I can't do that unless I develop a plan of action. So part of my plan is you got to push back from the table. You got to stop running with your husband to Kroger getting that pint of ice cream. Seriously, I'm laughing, but I'm serious. You have to develop a plan to change. That's part of coping, right? Another thing is Danielle talked about giving people something that they can do every day. You might be a person who don't want to go to therapy, but here's something you could do. You could do it right now online. Get up every morning and tell yourself, I will get through this. Now, I don't know what your this is, but I know Danielle, her this has been doing her exercise, her walk 30 minutes. So when she get up, she say, I will get through this. She's been encouraging us. I will get through this. That's something you could do every day. You don't need a therapist for that.
Right.
You don't really need a cheerleader. Another thing I want to impress upon y'all, we are not perfectionists. None of us. Be okay with a setback.
Right.
That's really a coping strategy. Yes. Be okay with the setback because you won't be 100% every day. And you have to be okay with that because if you set yourself up to say, oh man, I failed. No, you just didn't reach the goal that day. Another coping strategy is changing how we see ourselves. And I'm repeating this in a situation. I'm not a failure. I just didn't make my goal today. But if I live and wake up breathing, I get another opportunity to try it. Okay. Another way we can cope is putting our phone down.
Yeah.
Like, what? The phone can be a major distraction. Mostly everybody I know, from kids are literally 4 to 104. They have some type of device. It's ringing, it's dinging, it's humming, it's singing. So if you ever want to have a peace of mind, sometimes you have to set your phone down and just let it be. Not permanently, but just for a minute. Another thing you can do right at home is reminisce. Life is not all bad. I just don't believe that all of us have had a bad life every day, all the time. Reminisce. You don't need therapy to reminisce. Think about some days and moments that were your absolute best. It helps you change your perspective, the way you see things. And then find something to laugh about every day. If you not going to do what I said about 2 suggestions ago, you're not going to put your phone down, then use it to find something on it to laugh about. I'm on Facebook, y'all, sometimes, and people be posting some stuff, and it makes me laugh. Laughing and humor is good for your mental health. It's hard to stay down and depressed when you laughing.
Right.
And if you can't do that, then you need a therapist. Now, I'm about to close. Because there are some people who do not believe in therapy. We might as well be real. There's some people that don't believe in therapy, and that's part of our culture and historically because people thought, well, if you went to therapy, you had to be crazy.
Yeah.
I think Danielle said it before. A person that's crazy, they can't comprehend therapy and change. They don't have the mental capacity to do so. So you have to be functioning on some level to understand even the concepts that will be taught in therapy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for my spiritual people who not gonna go to therapy, and it's okay, let me go to the Bible with y'all. Call those things that are not
Come
as
on.
if they were. Because somebody not going to therapy. So you have to go into your Bible because that's what you have, and I'm not gonna ever knock that.
Mm-hmm.
So tell yourself, I am healed, I am delivered, I am whole, I am worthy, I am a business owner, I am publishing this book, I am a wife, I am a husband, I am victorious, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. No weapon that is formed against me shall prosper. I am walking into my season. And those who want to join me, come on. That being said, every single day, this is a coping strategy. Get up, find a positive phrase, whether it's biblical, whether it's old proverb, and tell it to yourself every single day. You might not believe it at first, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But say it until you believe it. That's all I have.
Yeah,
Thank y'all for listening.
come on.
That's
Come
all
on,
I have.
the doors of the church are now open, okay?
And then just in case you want to send me an offer, no, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Come on. So there is something that you said that I really want you to that I really want to highlight, right? That can bring it back to therapy. Okay, as therapists, when we get clients, we have to write a treatment plan, right? And so the treatment plan just basically tells us what we're going to do. That's all it does. It tells the goals, and then up under the goals, it tells you the interventions of how you're going to achieve that goal. So tonight, Rachel talked about a plan. So what you guys need, what you guys can do is what is it what is it that you want to fix or what is it that you want to overcome, right? So is it that I want to, have a better like relationship with my kids or a better relationship with, with food or a better relationship for me exercising. So that would be my goal. And then I need to write down steps like Rachel said, push away from the table, not go to the store, and pick up this, really and truly research how to eat, maybe even go and talk to a nutritionist. That right there is your plan, right? And you can take your plan and you can be like, okay, God, this is for my spiritual people. I'm going to submit this plan to you because this is what I think. I didn't talk to Rachel, I didn't did my little research. So here is my plan. I'm going to submit that to you. Could you help me? Like make this come abide by this plan or whatever it is, but you're really submitting it back to God and saying, this is what I need, this is what I want to do. Could you help me with doing it? So like it's a plan. Like this is how you incorporate therapy with your spirituality. And even the Bible says, write the vision, make it plain. That right there is straight word. So understand, like you can write your own treatment plan. You can. That's all you need to do is go what it is that you want to fix and how steps to fixing it. So like for me, I know that my goal that I wanted to work out 30 I wanted to do 30 minutes of cardio for 30 days. So what is my goal? One, go to sleep on time, okay? So I can wake up in the morning. Two, like post my accountability post on Facebook, encourage other people to come along with me. So all of these is my plan, right? And in this plan, you can acknowledge and you can expect, manage your expectations. I think that this right here is something that we have to work on, but managing your expectation and like Rachel said earlier, like expect a little setback, but that's okay. And honestly, I feel like it's a learning lesson, not necessarily a setback. It gives you the opportunity to learn, and it gives you the opportunity to remember that you are human, and it gives you an opportunity to go back to God and say, look, this didn't work. Could you help me a little bit more and all of that? And God can show his power and his glory at the same time.
Give
So
yourself grace. I don't mean to interrupt. I just want
yes,
to say that. Give
Give yourself
yourself some grace.
exactly. I just got through talking to a client about that. And I
Yeah.
want to say this for my black and white people, everything got to be black or white. No, life is not black or white. Okay.
No.
And it's also grace to live. Because I tell my clients this all the time, grace to live in the gray. So
All right
giving
now. I like.
yourself grace to live in the gray. And I want to say this when you're in that gray area, there's healing in the gray area because in black and white, it's either black or white. So you don't have a chance to change your perspective in the gray
Oh
area.
yeah.
There's a lot of things that can actually have, that can change. Like you really grow in this gray area and you start to
Yes.
put yourself first in this gray
Yes.
area and not put everybody else before you because we have that bad. We will put everybody else life decisions, what my mama want me to do, how my mama want me to live,
Come on here.
and I adapt to what they want instead of saying this is how Danielle want to live. This is how she's going to go about, and I'm going to put myself first and make me happy, and not make others happy. Not make others think I'm supposed to live like this. No, like in that gray area, there's a lot of healing in the gray area,
Yes.
but you got to be willing to do it. And don't worry, your girl gonna come up with something for y'all to help y'all, okay? And to understand how to live in this gray area and how to maneuver in this gray area of life, because
Yes.
we want to live out black and white. There's no, okay. So let's see. All right.
Yes. Yes.
Well, let's get some comments. Let's look at these comment encouraging words. Amen. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Key. I think you said call you Key. Thank you.
What's up, Shabrika? I don't know how to give myself grace. Okay, now that right there is a good thing. Like I don't know how to give myself grace. And basically what we mean about giving yourself grace is be okay with you messing up. Be okay with
And
everything not being in order.
let me ask you this, Shabrika. I hope I'm not slaughtering your name.
That's
Are
it.
you a person that's able to forgive others? Because if so, the same way you forgive others, that's how you give yourself grace.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier said than done, but you have to start somewhere.
Right.
So, and somebody said it's okay to not be okay. It
Very much
is.
so.
It is. We
Very
human.
much so.
Imperfect.
Right. And we don't have to have everything imperfect, like perfect. Like I feel like that, some of us we kind of like it got to be perfect. No, it don't. It does not
It's
have
a
to.
work in progress, Shabrika. I'm
Yeah.
just slaughtering your name. I know I am.
It's Shabrika.
Oh, come on here.
It's Shabrika.
That's right, Angela. Say
What you
forgive
say?
yourself
Forgive yourself. Not
non-judgmentally.
come
Yes.
on, come on, come on, come on.
I'll come on with these comments. I appreciate everybody who was on here tonight. Thank
Yep.
you guys for listening
Okay.
to us.
We are
Um,
as Rachel said that. Yes.
thank
Sabrina,
you. Thank you.
look, we just got to start operating in it. Operating in the fact of trying to forgive ourselves and giving ourselves grace and stuff like that. We just got to operate in it, and then you'll get better in
Yeah. You made your first step tonight. You acknowledged it.
it. Oh, that's a word. Come on. Yes,
I'm not
acknowledge
gonna.
it.
I'm not about to play with
I
that.
am excited about this. Sharika runs forgive yourself. It's okay not to be okay. You're human. Be proud of what you have and who you are. I like it. Come on.
Thank you, Miss Cole. Laughing. Hey, sister. Y'all see my sister. Hey, Kalandis.
It's all
Y'all
right.
know my sister. She been my number one fan forever. Frank
Come
Swafford,
on.
my number one fan too. I gotta say that too. Hey, hey, y'all. Hope that over my life.
Yes. Let's see. What else we got? What else we got? All right.
Okay, let me see. You welcome. Let's go over my life. How can I fight this depression? How can I change my childhood into today, life, and future? So, Kiera, I
Mhm.
don't know if that's how you pronounce it. So that let me say this. That is definitely that is a therapeutic session.
Mhm.
There's something that you would work through in a therapy session. It's not even enough time
Right.
because there's so many things that we have to deep dive into. But like I
Mhm.
said to the other young lady, the acknowledgement, that's a start.
Yep.
Because if you don't know that or acknowledge that it's something that I need to heal from, that's dying that silent death, that's suffering emotionally. So the very first thing is, if you can go to a clinician, go to Danielle or myself, or even it's a whole lot of clinicians out there, um, and say, look, this is what I'm dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
You said it out loud, you've heard yourself say it. Now we can work on it.
Right.
We can work on it.
Right. That is, come on here, Rachel. Come on, Rachel. I love it. But that is like, I think that, there's a lot of stuff. I would say there's a lot of stuff in the African American community that we have to work through, and not just, not just you. You're not alone in that. And I'm not trying to downplay what you went through, but know that there is community in this, in what you tragedy, and how people then got over it, not necessarily got over how they manage it more when they went to therapy and stuff like that. So like there is community and when you go to therapy too as well. So I'm glad that.
And I'll say, I'm gonna add this. I know we're gonna get off. There's more than one way to heal.
Mhm.
Like I said, so long we have been taught that if you go to therapy, you're crazy. Because you can manage depression. There's the medication side,
Yeah.
but again, this is my opinion. I don't believe in medication without therapy. And I
Mm,
say that because medication, I think Danielle might have said the other night, medication, it can help some symptoms, but you also sometimes you need to express again what's going on. Being
mm,
able to have that outlet.
right.
You need emotional outlet. You need a physical outlet because you need to get these things out, because if you keep that stuff inside, it turns to other things.
Mm.
Mental health turns to physical and medical health issues. Depression is dangerous. I said that. It's a silent killer. And there's so many things tied to your mental health.
Right.
If I'm overwhelmed a lot of times, if I get stressed out, I get a headache. Headache can lead to aneurysm. It can lead to stroke, high blood pressure. That might be a topic for another day, but I just want you guys to know that your mental health is truly nothing to play with.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of your mental health the same way you take care of your physical health. Like I said, people get up and they dress up on the outside, but they're internally, you need to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And somebody said it's okay to have Jesus, a therapist, and meds. Amen.
Come on, because that's the trio. Somebody had put that on the other night. They was like, "That's the great trio." I was
That's
like,
it.
"Yes, yes, it is." Okay, let's see what we got.
Have them all.
Therapy is just not for the mentally ill.
That's right.
Okay, I would do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being on these lives though. Like I've seen
Yes, and being transparent and willing to share.
yes, right. Willing to share. I think that is some of the most strongest people go to therapy. Tell you the truth, people
Yes.
that if
Therapists need therapists.
mm-hmm,
Y'all check Danielle out, not just tonight, but check out her journey. She's
yep,
inspiring me and some other people that I talk to get us a life coach or get a therapist, because therapists need therapists.
mm-hmm.
Anybody who pours out, they need somebody to pour back into them.
Ooh, that's a word right there. Anybody that pours out, that's a word right there, child. So, all right, y'all. So tonight was amazing. You killed it, Ray Ray, as always. Like, yo, I'm
Bless
telling
you.
this woman is on fire. Okay, so
That's only because Danielle, she's not gonna tell the whole story. We're gonna write a book and we're gonna tell it all. We had our behind the scenes. Y'all know Danielle is an encourager. I think y'all get that seriously from her. She's an encourager. She's an awesome woman of God also. And she can't help but encourage it. So she kind of pushing me a little bit, maybe a lot bit.
that's okay.
And I appreciate that though. So she yeah, yeah. So thank you for the kudos, and thank you again for everybody who's joined. I'm very humble.
Thank, and I need you to put that on a shirt. Depression is dangerous. I like that.
It's some artists out there. Y'all heard that? I
I'm
know
gonna,
it's some people that
yeah,
look, tag that.
yeah,
Depression is dangerous.
yes. Let's see. Okay, well, thank y'all so much. That was what I needed to. Yes, ma'am. Miss Kara, let's see. Great job. All right, y'all. So tonight is the end of the series for depression. At least I think. You know, I'm pretty sure like with us going on, we'll probably bring up the whole depression topic again. So I just wanted to say this about the upcoming topics, right? So I will meet you guys back again on Monday. So May the 10th, we have Miss Don. May next week it's all about anxiety. Okay, so next week we'll have Miss Donna Cole on Monday, and on Tuesday we will have Miss Tawanda Thomas. I think that's her last name. And on Wednesday we will have Miss Julie Sino. Is it Sino? I pronounced your name right? Julia Sino. I be butchering everybody's name. So we will have her on Wednesday. And so next week we're only doing 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because I'm actually on vacation next week. So yes, but I was like, let me make sure I come get my people this though. So next week we're talking about anxiety. If you have any questions or anything that you want answered, please email them to me or Facebook me. Whatever it is that you need and you want us to talk about it, bring it to us to it. Let me know so we can answer your question. But next week we got 3 days, and the weeks after that, the last 2 weeks, there will be a live every night. A lot of people want to talk about self-esteem, and a lot of people want to talk
Yes.
about finding your voice. And
Yes.
so those 2 weeks, y'all will probably see me every day. I
Yes.
think every day except for one day. So yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Nonetheless,
And
thank
yeah, you got somebody. I'm sorry. You got Angelisa said yes. Let me press that on a shirt. So you do shirts, Lisa?
yeah, yeah, she does.
Okay, you need to go on and press it. I'm gonna pay for it. So go ahead on and press it and post it so I can cash app you or PayPal you. My favorite color is green. I'm gonna put that out there.
Yeah,
So go ahead. I'm
good.
just being Rachel. Go
Yes,
ahead and get that shirt pressed up. I got
so
you.
yes, ma'am. So all right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all again on Monday, you guys. Make sure y'all share this. It will be live on Facebook, and also it'll be also live on YouTube as well. So talk to y'all Monday.